Ready to go.
Okay. Hello everybody and welcome back. I just picked up a mower today and the motor's a smoker and it smokes like there's no tomorrow. So I'm not going to bother with it. It does run, but it smokes crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the motor off of that and get a motor that I've got saved up. And we're going to get that together and get this old motor on this mower. Now it's not a self-propelled or anything, so it's not worth much, but something's better than nothing. So let's get started. So bolting one of these motors on, it's pretty easy peasy. This isn't going to be worth much of anything here in Texas, but it keeps me busy for a day. Let's get it to fall into her spot. And there's only 3 bolts holding it together. I'm going to scoot you over here so I can get to those 3 bolts. You were kind of in the way. There you go, right there. Now the first one, I've got the wheels up pretty high, just so I can get my fingers in there. There you go. Now it's got a little bit of a finger tight to it. Now the next one, make sure it's the right one. Yes, it is. We're going to scoot your hand underneath. We're not going to tighten them this way. We're just getting them started. Then we'll roll it up on its side and use the air tool on it to tighten them up. There you go. And we should have one more bolt sitting here someplace. There you go. Now this motor donated itself off of a mower that just annoyed me. And so I sat on the motor for a couple of weeks. And it's now going to live here. Lucky enough, it's got the correct shaft length and all that, so I can just bolt the old blade back on. I'll go up under here and go bang, bang, bang. Now we'll get the bolt. Okay, now let's reach under here and get the blade in place. This blade came off the old deck, but I'm figuring I'm going to sell this pretty cheap, so I'm not going to invest in a brand new blade for it. It's that time of year when I'm just cleaning house. I'm finding what I've got and putting it all together and making mowers out of it. Okay, now I'm going to go dig up a carburetor. I've got one sitting here someplace. Where's it at? Where's our little underneath bolt at? There you go. Okay, that bolt started. And I'll grab our 3/8. I didn't put that on terribly tight. Nice part about that is if you're ever working on one, you can just flip it back on that bolt once you take the top 3 screws out. There we go. I'm sure you've all been through these where you just think about a mower and you get frustrated with it. This is one of those. The mower this motor was on was way more of a mess than this one. This is at least a good looking frame. I'll probably get 50 or 60 bucks for it, but 50 or 60 bucks is a whole lot more than nothing. So that's it. And we're not going to buy a lid for it. We're just going to sell it just like this. Okay, let's see if we can get her to let go. And there we go, the infamous jet. As I'm sure all of you have seen 100 times before. I'm going to grab our good old floral wire. We're going to need a new front gasket that I don't think we have for this one. Wow, this thing's really clogged. Okay, that should just about do it. After you do this enough, you can look at the jet and tell how much horsepower the engine's got just looking at the jet. This is obviously a 6 horsepower jet. And if anybody ever tells you that they drill the jets out to clean them, tell them they're a rookie. Drilling the jets out is always a bad idea. All you're going to do is make the motor run rich. It's going to use more gas and it's not going to run better. Now notice that's the only thing we did to this carburetor. Of course, we slammed it around a little bit, but that wasn't on purpose. We were just a little rough with this one. Okay, let's throw her on and see what we got. Okay, there's no hose clamps on this fuel line, but nowadays that doesn't even surprise me anymore. So we're going to toss these on. And when I release this, then we'll slide them into place. Okay, we'll stuff our, well, no, we'll do our linkage first. Always the linkage first. On one of these quantum engines, the fuel line is your bind point. That's the thing that's hard to put on. There we go. I'll throw our 2 3/8 bolts back on. There's one. And there's 2. Like I said, I usually wouldn't be this rough with one, but this one just drove me crazy. It's like it fought me all the way. So you got sacrificial parts going on to it. Doing it in a manner I normally wouldn't do it. Now we're not going to put anything else back together right now. All we're going to do is test it as is. And since it doesn't have a primer, we're just going to put it on the floor and throw a little starter fluid in it for that initial kick. Okay. Let's hit it with a little starter fluid and see if she'll run. I had a little bit of a harmonic when it started, but now it runs pretty good. So I'm going to call that thing done as is. We'll throw a new brake cable on it, and that's it. She's finished. I was a little bit rough on that one, but it's a super cheap little mower. I'll probably get $60 for it if I'm lucky, even though it looks really nice, and it runs really nice. It runs good, and it's got a good motor on it. They're not worth much here in Texas if they're not self-propelled, but it's worth something. So we made a few dollars today with old parts. And that's always a good thing. So for all you new people out there, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. It's free and it's what we work for. So thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.